Alright, let's get it.
The first series in
Pedro here for PG's Continuing Journey channel. Let's get it.
Specifically on the front of the belly. Specifically, we're going to be looking at the abdominis rectus, which is that long sheath of muscle that runs from just under your ribs all the way down to your pelvis. So your six-pack abs. What we'll also be working on is eliminating any lower belly pooch. If you're a beginner,
that's my nickname,
please
Pooch.
watch Megan during this series and notice that she has a chair and a belt from her bathrobe, which will assist her with the standing balances in just a few minutes. If you have an advanced practice, then you don't need any props, and then please follow along with Bonnie. Later on, I'll be using the yoga strap. Let's begin with our feet completely together. Lift up your toes, feel your feet gently pushing down into the ground, and start with the hands at Namaste. Breathing deeply through the nose only.
This is Prevention's
Let's inhale,
Better Belly Yoga.
all the way up to the sky.
Doing the first series.
Big stretch in the front
I
of
use
your
my
body.
chair, yoga
And
mat,
then
and yoga
exhale,
strap
forward fold. Bring
accordingly.
your hands down to wherever you can. If you touch the floor, see if you can get your palms on the floor. If you can't quite touch the floor, then bend your knees a little bit or bring your hands to your shins. Let's inhale, come up halfway into that spinal extension. Exhale, forward fold, and just step back to plank. So plank is simply the top of a push-up. Draw your belly muscles in, and if you need it to be just a little bit more gentle, consider coming down onto your knees like Megan. Otherwise, be really, really sure that your hips aren't sagging. Draw up and in.
Woo!
Move slowly through chaturanga. Try to hover over your mat for just a moment, and then come all the way down onto your belly. Untap your toes, make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders, and lift your chest into cobra. So cobra is a gentle back bend. Be sure to work at your own level, wherever you feel good today. It might be a little bit lower like Megan. You might even be looking up to the sky like Bonnie. See what feels good for you.
I do the
Tuck
fold.
the
This is
toes
better
under
for me.
and lift the hips. Downward facing dog, using the strength of your belly.
Which I have no strength
In
in.
downward
Never
facing
did.
dog, once again, feel your heels pushing down and your sit bones lifting up. So lift your hips a little bit higher. Draw your belly in.
Woo!
Let's lift the right leg up to the sky. Energize those toes. And then start to bring the knee forward to meet the nose, rounding the spine like a cat. Inhale, up and back. Reach. Exhale, bring your nose to your knee. You might even want to do this with the other knee on the floor. Lift all
Yes,
the way
I
up
have
and
to.
back. And then
When I do
carry
Julia
your foot
Michaels,
between your hands and bring
yoga
the back knee
meltdown,
down to the floor,
I do the same
untucking the
thing.
toes. Let's bring both
I have
hands to
to.
the front thigh. You should feel really, really stable here, really grounded. Releasing the arms. Inhale, reach all the way up. Big stretch to the
My
front of the
body is
body.
not that flexible to do those
Exhale,
things.
forward fold. 2 more times. So
And
notice
that's okay.
when you come down,
As
it's like
always,
a big
do my own
abdominal
modifications.
crunch. So really squeeze in your belly right
I
there.
gotta fit this.
One more time.
I've been doing yoga in quite a
Stretching
while.
here. And contracting there. Hands come all the way down to the floor. Stepping back to plank on your toes or your knees.
From time to time,
Chaturanga.
put my
All the way
calluses
down.
bottom of my feet
Setting up
because you
cobra.
need to
So untap
wake up
those
on it.
feet and start to lift your chest. So maybe this time you come up a little bit higher. Now
I'm
that
doing
all
the
those
full
muscles are
upward
really
facing
worked.
dog.
Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog.
Because that's better for me.
We'll be in downward facing dog for 3 deep breaths. From here, we're going to take a look at the way that Megan is practicing this. So if you're newer to yoga, let's be really, really aware of how she modifies this so it's right for her body. Notice in downward facing dog, she bends her knees a little bit. I'm going to ask her to go ahead and lift her left leg. Left leg goes up. And bring the knee forward to meet the nose into that cat tilt. Beautiful. Lift all the way up and back again. Notice how her other knee is on the floor for support. And bring the knee forward to meet the nose. One more time. Lift all the way up and back. So knee is down or it can be up. Bring it all the way through. Foot comes between the hands. Bring your hands to that front thigh. Find that stable base. So good. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, forward fold to wherever you can. Notice the strength in her belly. Inhale all the way up. Fill the body with breath. Stretch. Exhale, contract at the bottom. Notice how strong she is right there. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down to the floor. Step back to plank. Notice that Megan is practicing on her knees. Chaturanga slowly. And body's got her knees off of the floor. Coming down into cobra. And then making your way into downward facing dog.
Feeling this.
In downward facing dog, feel the heels push down towards the floor once again. Looking between your hands, bend your knees. You can walk or step. Your feet
Right
to your
down to the
hands.
mat.
Let's inhale up halfway into a spinal extension. Exhale, draw those belly muscles in. Come all the way up, circle the arms around you. Touch the sky, big stretch. Hands come to namaste. Great job. From here we'll move on to our standing balances and really get a little bit deeper into those six-pack abs. So remember, if you're a beginner, you've got the chair and the belt from your bathrobe. And if you have an advanced practice, then you're going to be using your first two fingers. For me, I'll be using a yoga strap. We'll start with the right foot on the floor. Find that stable foundation. We'll wrap up the left foot and start to bring the knee up to wherever you can. If you're a beginner, a little lower. Advanced, a little higher. And then fully extend.
Oh.
Good. Take 2 deep breaths.
I will remember this the next time I do
One
Jerry
more.
Michaels Yoga Motown
Bend the knee.
Level 2. I
And
forgot it.
simply release. We'll move on to the other side. If you fall, it's no big deal. Just get up and try it again.
Ouch.
So moving on to the other
My
side, making sure
sensitive
that the left foot
calluses
is really
are bothering
strong
me.
and stable. Lifting that right knee up. Notice Megan's knee is a little lower, Bonnie's is a little higher. I'm at 90 degrees in the knee. We come into extension, standing up tall through the crown of the head, feeling strength in the belly, strength in your core. Maybe a little smile. Bend the knee, and simply release. Great job. So what we'll do now is we'll take a look at the different variations of this pose. Let's take a look at the way that Megan is practicing. So she's stepping on her right foot, she wraps her left foot, she's going to lift her knee up to wherever it's comfortable, and then come into full extension. So good. So notice the foot in yoga. This is really important. We push through the ball of the foot, her belly muscles are fully engaged, relaxing the shoulders, standing up tall. This is great for sculpting all of this, getting rid of that lower belly pooch. Bend the knee, and simply release. Great job. And let's move over to Bonnie to see the advanced variation of the pose. She's going to bend the knee and take the big toe with her first 2 fingers. In yoga, we call this a bind. Notice her knees a little bit higher than 90 degrees. She'll come into full extension.
Because they've been doing this a
Really
long
nice,
time.
beautiful bound
For
position.
me, I haven't done this
Notice
in
how
quite a
strong
long
her
time.
belly is.
So
How she's standing up tall
I'm
and
feeling
joyfully.
this.
Little smile. There you go.
That's all right.
One more deep
This is what
breath.
my body's
Fill the
telling me
belly
to do
with
right
breath.
now.
Let the practice be fun. Bend the knee and simply release. Good job. And let's stand with the feet completely together at the front of the mat. And we're just going to relax and release those back muscles a little bit. So with the hands in namaste, inhale, reach your arms all the way up to the sky. Stretch the front of your body. Exhale, forward fold. Bring your hands down to the floor, or perhaps to your shins, or maybe you're bending your knees. But really let go here. Nice job. We'll start to roll up very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Use the strength of your belly to control the speed at which you come up. And when you get to the very top, relax your shoulders back and down. Stand up a little bit taller through the crown of the head. Let's bring the hands to namaste. You did a great job. You're ready now to move on to series 2. Or if you're ready to stop for the day, you can always move on to the meditation section of this DVD, which will help you to cool down and really enjoy all of that great work that you just did.
Pause for a moment. So far, as far as the food department is concerned, I done my meal prep, and I did a little indulging from Halo Top ice cream to food from half a breakfast bacon and egg sandwich with mayo on it from a local bagel shop. Soup from Olive Garden and their breadsticks, which are delicious. Even chicken fried rice from a coworker. But but I got back on track the next meal every time. So hopefully hopefully for Christmas, the scale will give me a nice present as to the tune of a good weigh-in. In the meantime, I'm going to continue my workout. Let me show you what it looks like. Where is it? Prevention's Better Belly Yoga with Desi Bartlett. And I will see y'all later. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to continue following my journey. I hope to keep you inspired, and I'll see you later.